What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Welcome back to No Blood, No Foul. I'm Uncle Smooth, and I got the gang with me as always. What up, fellas?
What up, dog?
What up, though?
Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Hey, introduce yourself for the people, man.
It's Faga.
It's your boy J Blood.
And man, we got a special guest in here today, man. It's that time of the year where we bringing in big name interviews, man, and man, we got one of Michigan's finest, bro. Like, I'm talking about.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good, man? We got one of Michigan's finest, bro. I'm talking about, like, everybody know this man, man. We all rooted for this man. Like, he Detroit's finest. I want y'all to make some noise right now. Give it up for Kalin Lucas, baby.
Yeah, we in this boy,
Let's go.
Appreciate you sliding through, man. And, you know, we could just run down the illustrious career, man. You know, St. Mary's, up in the Michigan State. You know, I know you touched the league and whatnot, played overseas. Long career, man, but we like to start from the beginning, man. When was the first time you touched the rock and was kind of like getting to it and, you know, your first squad and all that, like AAU?
It was probably like 7 years old.
Okay, you going back to PAL. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Like
You said
PAL.
7?
Yeah, like 7, 8 years old, PAL league.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for sure, like, Pops probably put the ball in my hands when I was younger. But
Right. Your first little league was like PAL and kind of
PAL
got you
league,
right.
Yeah, playing with the Shockers, Detroit
Okay.
Shockers, 1300 Bobby. Before then, we was playing that, the Brewsters Rec Center. That's where it started.
Damn,
I remember the first time I seen you, though. Was it the family? I think it was the family. I remember the first time I seen him, I was like, man, he played like Zeke.
I heard that before.
Yeah, he played
heard
like
that.
Zeke back then.
heard
You know what I'm saying?
Is that your goal as far as like to always be a distributor? You know what I'm saying? Somebody can get buckets and kind of do both.
You know, I do it all, man.
Yeah. St. Mary's, y'all. I mean, you know, I know it's something happened before then. Like what was your like process as far as AAU middle school ball that kind of led to you going to St. Mary's? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
What was that
going to
process?
Old Lake was crazy because, like, I ain't never heard of St. Mary's. Like, I never heard of it. So my mans, y'all probably know Deontay Allen, football, went to Florida State. Man, we was playing at Voyager. So we was at Voyager playing. And one day he just came to me and was like, hey, bro, I'm going to Old Lake. I'm like, I ain't never heard of Old Lake.
Right,
What's Old Lake?
Yeah.
Because before then, this was like summertime. I was and I'm going to an open gym at Central with Coach Doc. Long story short, my man's Tay, he ended up telling me about Old Lake. He was like, yo, let me go there, football. I'm going to be the man, do my thing. You do the basketball thing, go to a good college.
Right.
And it was something intriguing about that for some reason.
As far as like staying away from the crib, that was always like the
it
crazy
was-
part. Like, you
yeah,
know,
it was kind of like intriguing. Like, damn, Old Lake, you saying you gonna go for football? I'm gonna go for basketball. And I kind of just like ran with it, kind of, and ended up going there, and it was
This
the
is
best
history.
thing for me, for real.
No, what's crazy about Old Lake is the first time I went on the campus was probably like 4 years ago. I had never seen the campus of Old Lake.
Yeah, Old Lake,
And I'm like,
crazy.
when I went on there, I'm like, damn, like, you know, when making like a high school decision, like I never even thought of like choosing like the best situation for as far as like facilities or just the relationships you can meet. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, my man's Tay, he was kind of like, back in middle school, he was the man. He was the man in football, basketball. So when he was already gonna play varsity. He already was. Yeah, so once he had
that's the
told
right
me about it,
mindset to be around.
yeah,
and
so
in at that
he
young
already had
age.
the mindset. I ain't know where I was gonna go because, to be honest, I was kind of the underdog. You get what I'm saying? Like, you had like my peers, they was already going to the Cass, the Rennies, the
All the
Kings,
PSLs.
Yeah, they was already going to the schools, but me, I was still little, kind of like 5, 6 or something. So I was getting overlooked. So it was like I ain't know what school I was gonna go to. So once he told me like Old Lake, I'm like, oh, you know what? This may be something
do
that
it.
can work out. So it worked out. It was a struggle at first, but that worked out.
What was it like to start at Old Lake when you first got there?
Man, it was hard for me, bro. To
Word.
be honest with you, it
Like,
was
talk about it a little bit.
it was tough. Just first, the schoolwork was so hard for me. Like I remember first semester. I remember I had called home. I'm like, hey, I can't do it. I'm ready to transfer.
So you was living on campus too?
Yep. I was staying on campus my freshman year, and I just remember calling home, because my grades was terrible, bro. I had like I don't even want to tell y'all what I had. It was below a 2-point.
Anybody business, man. What you doing?
It was below a 2-point though, for real. And I just remember my old dude was telling me like, "Hey, man, just wait till basketball season. Don't transfer yet. Let's wait till hoop season." Because I had talked to Coach Mark White. I was thinking about coming to Rennie for real.
Okay.
And I just waited till hoop season. And then once hoop season came, it was like everything just fell in line, bro. It was like before then they ain't know me.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like once I proved myself, then they just set me up like all the way.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Lake made sure I was
explain
good.
that a little bit. So you went to Old Lake, and the coaches didn't really know your
They
game
ain't really
or
know
nothing?
me. Like they knew, like I said, they knew my man's Tay.
Yeah.
He was playing football. They ain't really know me. They ain't know none of me. They ain't know nothing.
So you managed to stay in that school with the low grade point average and like just making it to basketball season?
Yeah, yep. Played football, all that. Then, like I said, my grades were so bad, I thought I was gonna have to leave anyway.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, my old dude was like, "Hey, man, just wait till hoop season. Try to stick it out." Stuck it out. Coach K, he was real good for me. He put me with, like, the right teachers, right tutors, this, that, and that. And they just really took care of me, bro. Like,
Set you up on the path
yeah,
to succeed,
man, they set
for
me up
real.
all the way from dorming, just everything. They made sure I was good.
With,
Shout
the,
out
with,
Old
with
Lake.
them helping you on that level as far as like, you know, making sure that you was good when the school
Yeah.
did that help you, like, you know what I'm saying, be able to focus on the game a little bit more, like knowing that you had the help that you needed, your grades getting situated, now I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, show y'all like who I am on the basketball court.
Yeah, for sure. Really, it was like once I stepped on that court and they seen the talent, it was like that's when they kind of like locked in with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Just being honest, it was like they locked in with me and it was like, hey, we got us one. Before then, they ain't really know.
Yeah.
You know, but it was like
Bro, you
once
hold a
they
lot of
knew, it
records
was-
up there, bro. My nephew played there, and I be like, K. Lucas,
Oh,
K.
yeah, you
Lucas,
see it
K.
on the wall,
Lucas. I'm like,
yeah.
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 So did you have them like any like your freshman year, any troubles on the court, or was it just like right away, or did you have to like adjust?
Oh, man, my freshman year, I started on JV. I
Okay.
had played JV for like at least almost half of the year.
Okay.
Or
Kinda got
towards
that
the
call
end of the
up
year,
towards the
then
end,
they end up calling
playoffs.
me up because during that time they had Dre Ratliff was the point guard. Cold.
Y'all remember
Yeah,
Dre Rat?
Remember Dre Ratliff?
She had.
That boy had them pads.
He had them pads.
He
Yeah.
had 3 ball.
Yeah.
Ratliff
Dre
was
Rat
cold.
was cold. Yeah.
Yeah, so I started on JV, was going crazy, balling. Then after that, they moved me up towards the end of the year. But like I said, I was playing behind Dre. Then the 2 guard was Coach Son. So it was like he was a senior. So I just kept working. And then once I became a sophomore, it was like, hey, this my team. It's go time now for real.
I rock with it. So like, I know your whole career there was fire. What about the recruitment process leading up to going to Michigan State? Were any other schools looking at you, or was it kind of like, I want Michigan State, I'm going? Like, what was that process?
I
Like?
had damn near everybody.
Yeah.
I had everybody besides if it was somebody from like the class of 06 that was ahead of me, that was point guards. Like besides like I think North Carolina, they had Ty Lawson.
That was same year, Ty Lawson?
No, I was 07, but he was
Okay.
06. So just
Okay.
as far as like recruiting, like far as like teams and coaches recruiting me.
You kind of watching like where
It was-
people
like,
going.
yeah, it was pretty much everybody besides like North Carolina. They had Ty Lawson and Sharon Collins, Kansas. So like them schools. If you was a point guard, you know what I'm saying,
On
in
that time,
06,
yeah,
they ain't really.
feel it.
Besides that, man, everybody.
So when you was coming up and like after your freshman year and then you going into your sophomore year, when did you start measuring yourself up to like the national competition? When you found out like, yo, I can compete with
Yeah, I think it started. I'd say sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
Going into my sophomore year, it was like that's when I hit my growth spurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got like bigger, stronger, started hitting the weights, and it was like once I going into my sophomore year, it was like I knew it. It was like, damn, I'm faster than everybody. I'm quicker than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's too easy. I ain't even got to do no move. I could just one move and go, I'm to the rack. So once I knew that, then that's when I really started working on my game. Like, easy.
So like your AAU circuit and kind of leading up to like, you know, that point with the family, right? What was that like nationally, like playing against everybody else? Was it that same kill? You was killing everybody?
Yeah, we was killing everybody.
Okay.
We was killing everybody, bro. The circuit, like, that circuit just being there with the environment, playing these guys who supposed to be ranked or ahead of you or whatever the case may be.
That's where the needle move, it feel like,
really,
for everybody the most. You know what I'm saying?
You got no choice but to kill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you seeing, like, the guys that you with, your teammates, they on kill mode, so you got to be on the same time they on for real.
Okay.
You know, I see JC, if he kill it, I got to kill too. JC kill it.
I'm on that too. I'm on.
I got to be on the same thing. So
Name for the viewers. Name some of the people that was on the team around that time on the family.
Just like our class.
Whoever you played with.
Yeah, it was you had Rail, you had Darrell Summers, you had Manny Harris, Jordan Crawford, we had Bo Neely, we had Skip, Circe. Paul played with us. Paul Williams played with us for a minute. Damian Abrams played with us for a little bit. Like we was loaded, especially for the guards. We was loaded. We was loaded.
And y'all had some classic battles with the likes of like D Rose and Kevin Durant and all those like that. I think that was probably the most talented. If you look back in the past like 10, 15 years, that was probably like the most talented era.
Like pool of players, like 07 and like 06, 07, 08.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. 07 class was crazy. We had a dog class for real. Like you said, D Rose, Beasley, Eric Gordon, Nick Calathis, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan.
That's a loaded
James
class.
Harden.
That's
I
loaded.
remember that.
Chandler Parson. Like we was loaded. Johnny Flynn. Yeah, we was loaded.
Like what schools was it between, and then what made you go with Michigan State is the better question.
Well, the first school, before Michigan State, I was really thinking about going to Wake Forest. Okay. That was like
In
that
the
was,
ACC, go up against North Carolina.
The ACC. West had tied me in with Chris Paul, so like when they came here, I'll go kick it.
Hold on, Wes. He was on my last PD. He was on my West.
West Valley. So yeah, he used to. He just ended up locking me in for real. Then it was supposed to happen. Well, I ain't gonna say it was supposed to happen, but they was recruiting me like tough. But then the coach had passed away. So the head coach passed away. Then I don't know. It's like we just lost contact for real. It was like I don't know if they just went another direction, but it was like I still had these other, you know what I'm saying, these other schools that wanted me. But then Michigan State, it was just, I don't know, it just felt like home for real. You know what I'm saying? They was coming everywhere. The players was coming everywhere. I built a relationship going up there, working out, open gyms, staying up there.
This all like, wanted you for
this
sure.
all like high school. Like
I'm
staying up there. So it was like I kind of built a relationship and a friendship with them guys and players, and so it was easy. Like, hey,
like in choosing Michigan State, did you see like before you had went there? Was there anybody that you had seen like, damn, I see him getting off. I could see myself doing the same thing, or was it you more so saying like, hey, it's a new opportunity. He giving me the keys to the ship. I'm about to make the best of the opportunity.
No, for real, it was more like me growing up, I ain't never watched college basketball. I ain't really watched basketball.
Same thing with me.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you said you ain't watched basketball. Period.
I mean, only thing I watched Jordan and like AI. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But
little Pistons type of shit.
I ain't even watched them. The Pistons,
Damn,
to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But it was like Jordan, AI, Vince, and them like that. But it was like I was outside playing.
You was on
we was outside playing and running around. So to get back to your question, it wasn't somebody I looked at and was like, okay, I can modern my game off after him, or I see what he doing. Maybe I could do this. It really wasn't that for real, because the players at that time they had Drew Knights, who was the point.
Okay.
Then the wings was Shannon and Mo.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Those were the guys I ended up seeing when I started getting recruited and was going to the games. But if I ain't going to the games, I ain't watching it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess I don't know. I feel like I kind of learned something from all of them a little bit from watching, going to the games, just how hard they play. But I ain't play with them besides D Nice.
Gotcha,
Played with Drew 1 year.
You from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? You had a great high school career, then you went to Michigan State. So a lot of the next generation looked at you and wanted to kind of imitate and, emulate you and feel like they could do what you did at Michigan State. You know what I'm
Go up there
saying?
and get burned as a freshman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing with Kalin was a special player, and I think a lot of other people be special players too. But just like he mentioned, like when he was younger, he found out like he was faster than everybody, quicker than everybody, and I think that played to his advantage at Michigan State, where it's not a lot of freedom, but he can get a bucket easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he can get a bucket that a strict coach can't really dispute. If you can blow past somebody and get a layup,
right, twin go. It's
what the you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Especially as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to kind of really know your game and know what to fit you. And what's interesting about what he's saying is I wasn't really even paying attention to that, and it kind of just happened by chance that he could take advantage of whatever situation he landed in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel like being up at Old Lake, kind of away from the crib, help with your maturity in the transition going to college?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it did. Because I left the crib at like 14. So
Right.
going
Already
up
a
to
grown
Old Lake,
man for real at that point.
Yeah, so going to Old Lake, I mean, being away from home, then, I mean, it was, to me, it wasn't tougher. It really just, if I sit back and think about it, it really built me for like today, because that's what I do now. I'm always on the road, always on the go, out the country, this team, that team. So I feel like it really prepared me, you know what I'm saying, just at an earlier age for real.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying, being away, doing everything on my own, then I'm doing the same thing now. So
Going from Old Lake, going into your freshman year at Michigan State, like what was that like?
The process, it was easy for real. If I'm being honest with you,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
it really wasn't hard for real. Like I was already, like I said, I was already quick, fast. I was strong. Once I started lifting, I just felt like that kind of just built me even like more confidence.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can go to the rack and cuff the rock and bounce off somebody and still get the N1.
Yeah.
So it was like, I think the biggest thing my freshman year was it's still an adjustment when it comes to the speed and pace.
Yeah.
Like it's different from high school and college. So once I learned that pace, which ain't take long, like it took like 5-6 games or something. But once I learned that pace.
But you also got a lot of minutes your freshman year.
Yeah.
To learn that. That's why I only took 5 to 6 games.
Yeah, I mean at first.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, at first I wasn't starting at first. At first I was coming off the bench and Iz was giving me some minutes. But even with them minutes, like how Iz is with the freshmen, it's like if you go in there and mess up, you coming out. That's just what it is.
Right.
But some guys, they mentality, they let that get to them. Me, I ain't care. I'm like, once I get out here, I'm going to do what I do. And if you don't like it, you just going to have to just sit me out. But once I get back in, I'm going to do the same thing.
Right.
But then eventually, you going to catch on and be like, dang, that's just how he play. I ain't going to be able to, I guess, control him or have a leash on him a little bit. If this how he play at practice, this is what he doing in the game, that's what it is. So at first, I used to be getting miss a shot, come out the game. That's what it was at first. First like 7-8 games. But once he kept rocking with me,
Yeah, more freedom and just knew what it was.
More freedom. Next thing I know, I'm starting. Then once I started starting, it's like, okay, let's.
So you started starting as a freshman?
Yeah, as a freshman. Yeah. Probably about, 15 games in or something.
I'm chilling on the freshman. I'm going to read this sophomore.
Sophomore, that's why I want to get your sophomore.
Sophomore.
That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got this right here.
Because that's when they got to Sweet 16?
No, that's
He was Sweet 16 first year.
Okay, then sophomore, y'all turned up and got
That's
to
the
all the way
natty,
there.
right?
So my freshman year was me and Drew. Me and Drew was the guards. Drew Nice.
During his sophomore season, Lucas earned Big Ten Player of the Year honors, All Big Ten First Team selection, and was named Michigan State's MVP, all while carrying the Spartans to a national championship game against North Carolina. That's big time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's big talk right there.
Yeah.
national
He
championship
led
game.
MSU in scoring with 14.7 points per game, field goals made 173, and attempted 438. Free throws made 172 and attempted 213. Assists 4.6 assists, and it's a sophomore. In minutes, 31 minutes per game, while ranking second in steals. Can't forget that.
A corner. That's
So what
that
click?
football right there. Second in
That's
steals.
quarterback.
Cornerback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got swivel the hips, man. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? I know the game.
How was like?
So
How was that year? You know what I'm saying? Because for me, from being away and being at Kentucky and looking back, you know what I'm saying, not really experiencing that that hometown love. You know what I'm saying? As far as walking around the city, accomplishing, you know what I'm saying, and people really, seeing you accomplish all this at Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? So just explain that time.
man, it was an amazing time, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That time was. It was like we were some rock stars for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just felt like during that sophomore year, it was like, if we look back at it, we ain't really start the season off that good. Like, we was kind of rocky. Like, we had went to like a tournament in Florida, and it was bad. We ain't play good like that. It was a lot going on. It was like once we got it together and clicked, we went on like a 7-8 game winning streak in the Big Ten, and it was just like a landslide. We had won the Big Ten by a landslide. We should have won the Big Ten tournament that year, but had some stuff between the team went on, so we ain't win that. We should have won that. But it was just a time to be around, bro. Our practices used to be crazy, bro, because we had legit like 10 guys that could have started on the team my sophomore year. A legit 10 guys anybody could have started. And man, I just feel like we played well, bro, cause man, our practices used to be crazy. We had some tough practices.
Intensity of them,
Man,
like it was just like y'all just
the
going head up
intensity,
every
like-
day, all year.
Like, I know y'all gonna remember the names. Just think of, you got me, you had me, Raymar Morgan, Travis Walton, Goran Sutan, and I think Delvon Rowe. That's a starting five. Then the next five, you got Corey Lucius, Chris Allen, Darrell Summers, Marquise Gray, and Tom Herzog. So them practices was crazy every day.
Right.
Yeah, them was some like tough practices, man.
When you talk to the younger guys that's, being recruited by like these high major schools and things like that, it's like, what do you want to say to them? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I know when I was younger, it was like all the stuff that I dreamed of accomplished, you pretty much accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Playing in the national title game as a sophomore, you know what I'm saying? Winning Big Ten Player of the Year. It's like, these ain't no small feats. This is what, and sometimes when you're young, you just think you're going to automatically do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People don't actually do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do, like, you say to someone that, is coming up next and
Coming up.
Yeah.
I feel like the first thing, bro, you can't have no doubt. You can't have no doubt, no fear, bro. You can't have no doubt, no fear. You got to believe in yourself. Even if nobody else believe in you, you really got to believe in yourself. And, man, you just got to lock in for real. Lock in and work out. Like, when I think about it, I won always, like, middle school and probably, like, my freshman year, I wasn't You know what I'm saying? I really want to rank like that. I remember Prep Spotlight. Y'all remember the Prep Spotlight?
For sure.
Yeah, Prep Spotlight. I think going into my freshman year, top 25, I was like 24. And they just put me on the list, I think, just because I played for the family for real. That's how I was looking at it. Like, y'all got me on the list just because I'm playing with the family. Y'all put me 24, you feel me? So, yeah, but I think, bro, like I said, man, you just can't have no doubt, bro. You got to always believe in yourself. I think it's good, too, especially now with this social media era. It's like it's easy to lock in with somebody or just send a message or try to talk to somebody that's going through what you about to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like back then with me, or with us, it was like you ain't really getting in touch with nobody. Ain't nobody telling you what to look for when you go to college or what to expect, what this coach gonna be on, if he gonna rock with you, or you just don't know. It sound good when they recruiting you, but then once you get there, you like, or this coach saying you're going to play 30 minutes and you play 5 minutes. Like, you don't really know. So I think it's good to try to find somebody or somebody that you know and just try to lock in with them and get some information. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids, they always come to me, especially when they trying to go to Michigan State or they want to go to state. They be asking me, like, should I go here? What's this? What's that? So.
That's what's up. At least they reaching out. You know what I'm saying? That's a benefit. What you got to say, Joe?
No, what you got to say?
Look, man, what's going on?
No. I want to circle back to the sophomore year, man. Because
tournament run. That's why
crazy on this motherfucker.
The tournament run was crazy. And it ended up with you guys making it to the national championship, which was played at Ford Field, I believe, right?
Mm.
What,
bruh?
Yeah.
Listen,
I was over the water, bro. Like I was overseas, but man, I was just thinking like, damn, Michigan State done made it to the national championship and it's at Ford Field, bro. What was that like? That experience,
man. First off, dog, it's crazy because
set a record.
When I was getting recruited, they had told me, like, okay, you know, sophomore year, Final Four at that Ford Field.
That's fine.
City. And he already knew, like, Granny stay right down the street from there. He like, hey, everybody gonna be there at your, you know what I'm saying? Looking, but it ain't really, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, I hear you. But then once it really happened, it was like, damn, I remember he had told me this like 3 years ago, 4 years ago when he was recruiting me. But that process, it was a hell of an experience for real because we had played them earlier. I don't know if people remember. We had played them earlier that year.
Was it at the Big Ten tournament?
ACC challenge. Yeah. We had played them.
Where was that at? It was like Hawaii. Well, no, that wasn't Hawaii.
No, it was here.
It was at State, right?
No, we played them at Ford Field. I believe we played them at Ford Field. Yeah.
Oh, in the Big Ten ACC challenge. Oh, wow.
Big Ten ACC challenge. And we had lost, but then to play them again in the national, it was like, damn, we playing them again. So that was the only team that really, like, you know what I'm saying, did what they did to us. For real. But the experience was crazy, though, to get back to what you were saying, crazy experience. When it came to our open practice, we had like 40,000 people just showed up to our open practice, bro. 40,000. Normally, you know, in a tournament, you may get 100, 200 people coming to practice. We had 40,000 just showed up to the practice.
He did break the record for, I think, most.
For a minute. We had like 30, 40,000 in our practice, bro. Seeing everybody. It was cool to just be there and see everybody in the stands, everybody that you done hooped with or kicked it with or family, friends. Then a tournament, I think we had maybe like 70,000 or something.
Damn, that's unreal.
I'm going to say one thing, man. I'm going to say one thing in this. My dog don't be on social media like that. And that's why. You feel me?
Why? You already had the 80,000?
He already played in front of 80,000 people. You know what I'm saying? It's just different than nowadays where people want to be on social media and get the followers and like that. You know what I'm saying? And I could go many different ways into that, but that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to get him on here is because these youngins need to hear from somebody, and they don't necessarily, if they don't believe it's on Instagram, they don't believe it's true. You know what I'm saying? So it's like getting stories from legends like this, you know what I'm saying, that done it all. Like,
And
People ain't experienced that.
bro. And as a fan, we remember it. It's like we remember what it was like, what they were saying on TV, and what it was like Michigan State at the crib.
And it's like when you talk about like the last 25 years of Michigan State basketball, the only point guard I can probably put over you is Mateen Cleaves because he actually won a national championship. All the rest of that influence of everybody wanting to go to Michigan State is because of my dog right here.
Man, like you playing a national championship, you got all these accolades after the sophomore year. Like once the season was over, was you thinking about taking that leap to go to the next level? Like, you know what I'm saying, with everything that you've done?
Well, it was like first off, it was like all that Big Ten Player of the Year, going to the national championship. When the season was over with, I did have that talk a little bit with Iz. Well, we did have a talk, and he was on some like, yo, let me call around, do this, do that. Let me get back to you in a few days. And, you know, after them few days had passed, we ain't never tap in with each other. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that, when I look at it now, it's like, dang, I was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to go holler at him, what's up, what's this, what's that?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know.
It's also like hearing your story now because I never really talked to you about like your high school experience and then going into college. I feel like it happened so fast that you don't really know. If you don't really got somebody beside you telling, you wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, this shit was really too easy. I wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, expecting to do all this. My freshman year, then sophomore year, we in the title game. If somebody ain't really telling you, like, this is the time, you would, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't really, like, catch on to it.
You're only 19, 20 at that time. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, it was moving, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the game is like, shit, I could do this one more year. You know what I'm saying? What the NBA ain't really offering that yet. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like what you saying. That's kind of how it was. It was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna way back, see what he is talking about. We ain't never, you know what I'm saying, talk. So, you know, you in college, you 19. So
in 2 or 3 days, what you do? You was doing a lot in 2 or 3 days.
2 3 days, you just coming off a national. Everything turned up live. You ain't even really thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Loving where you at. You know what I'm saying?
So then it got to the point I'm just like, you know what? Hey, we got our same team coming back. I'm going to just go ahead and
run it back.
Leave my junior year. It was like official. All right, I'm leaving junior year. Sophomore year, we ain't never get back on what we was supposed to get back on far as testing the waters, do something. You know, now you can test
what's crazy about that? Because at that time, too, I remember looking, they was comparing you, and it's ironic because you said you was going to go to Wake Forest first. They were saying, like, you was the next CP, like Chris Paul, like, projected, like, lottery, CP, all this. It's like, and it was a time where you were looking at the message boards. You don't necessarily believe those message boards and all that. So it's like if you don't really got somebody in your ear to tell you and navigate that, you don't really know. You know what I'm saying?
It was just one of them times a lot was going on for real. You know what I'm saying?
That was kind of like an untapped market. We ain't really had no OGs around or no NBA players around to let us know where we stand and what move we should make as well, too.
So,
Facts.
Straight up. So that junior year, talk about that year. I know that year you got hurt. Talk about that process and what you had to do to kind of get through it and kind of, you know, bounce back after having
from my injury.
Yeah, the Achilles one. Well, I know it was like 2 or something like that. Or?
Yeah, well, it happened in the tournament. Yeah, so it was only, you know what I'm saying?
Right before or during?
No, it was during the tournament.
Okay.
So the second game during the tournament versus Maryland. So it was like, dang, this shit happened at the end of the season. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying?
No time to recover type of vibe.
Yeah, so it was like I was gone, you know what I'm saying? So, like you said, most people had me first round, some 20. And it's crazy, too, because of my man. His brother had called me right before the game. or maybe the game before and was like, bro, such got you going here at like 18 or something. I'm like, all right, bet. Then first game we played New Mexico State. I had like 27 and like 7 or something. I'm like, I'm on one. I'm trying to go lottery.
I'm about
first
to go. I'm turning 18. Yeah, straight up.
First game, like 27 to 7.
Yeah.
New Mexico State. Then next game, that's a game I got hurt. Played Maryland. Maybe like 5 minutes in, I probably got about 6 assists. They got like about 2-3 points, but 6 assists. I'm like, okay, this finna be it's finna be
score
a
all
good,
second half.
yeah. I'm like, this finna be a game, especially during tournament time. Anyway, I always ball out during tourney time. That's just you got to raise your game to another level during tourney time. You feel me?
Right.
Like, and plus I'll be more locked in. Like at state, like during the season, it's cool, but once tourney time came, it was like, nah, we ain't doing no more party. Let's chill on the parties a little bit. Let's get our rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's lock in on film. Let's do all the little stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So and get back to it. What's crazy too, though, I ain't never told nobody this. I'm about to tell y'all this, dog.
Exclusive.
The game going on, for some reason that day felt weird, right? Because at the same time, I tore my Achilles on March 21st. March 21st is my big brother's birthday that passed away, right? So that day already just felt weird for some reason. Like I'm on the court and it was like everything was like slow motion. You get what I'm saying? So it was like it's like I'm hooping, but at the same time I feel like I'm in slow-mo, but I'm balling. Like I said, I got 6 assists in like in 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Then I shot the floater, bam. I looked, I thought I got kicked or something. I ain't really know what had happened. As soon as I tore it, well, I ain't know I tore it at first. I shot a floater, made the floater. As soon as I looked back, I ain't know what had happened. Like it was cheerleaders where y'all was at. So I'm thinking somebody kicked me or something. I'm like, one of these cheerleaders kicked me. But once I turned around, wasn't nobody near me. I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? So I tried to get up, really couldn't walk. They took me back in the locker room or whatever. Then once I got in the locker room, the Dr. Covan, he started messing with like my Achilles, filling on it or whatever. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I remember my old dude told me, we was leaving Voyager practice one time. I don't know how we got on the subject of Isaiah Thomas. He said Isaiah Thomas had tore his Achilles. I had to be young as hell, bro. Probably like 10 years old or something. I remember he said that. So once the doctor started feeling my Achilles, touching it, I just seen his eyes got watery, and I looked at him like, what is it? Just tell me, let me know. So once he had told me, he just came out and said, like, shit, you tore your Achilles, man. You out about 6 to 8 months. Shit hit me hard. I was sick. You hear me?
Yeah.
I was so hurt. It was like an outer body experience. It was like I came outside my body, and I was seeing where y'all was at, and I was looking at myself, and I was just like, damn, I was supposed to get up out of here. That was the first thing that came to mind to me. Then I was just like, damn, it's over for real. Then, so then halftime came. All the players came in. They seen it was over for me, seen I tore my Achilles. But it was crazy. Corey Lucius ended up shooting the game-winning shot to win the game. You feel me?
That shit speaks a lot to your character, because it's funny, because before we start airing, you know what I'm saying, I asked him, I said, yo, how much longer are you going to play? He said, at least 10.
Straight up.
He said, at least 10, bro.
Yeah.
But you like 10 to 15 in right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I swear, like, you know, just dealing with my experience and what I went through is like, my favorite players are the players that been through like resilient stuff or went the route and had success that people don't necessarily understand or cherish. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hearing you like just talk about this stuff and still be playing and still be in shape and all the stuff you done did in the G League and finally you made it to the NBA. You got a chance to be in the NBA. It's like you really didn't miss nothing, and you still hooping and still got a love for the game. It's like
I say a lot, bro.
Yeah,
I say
like
a whole lot, bro.
Yeah, bro, because shit, they had said it was over for me. Once I tore my Achilles, they like, he not about to be fast no more. He not about
especially
to be
back
quick.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially back then, people weren't tearing their Achilles like that. Like,
Yeah.
I think we had looked at, somebody, it was a soccer player. I don't know if it was a Christian Ronaldo. Somebody had, no, it was David Beckham.
Okay.
He had tore his Achilles maybe a few months before I tore mine. So we was like going after what he was doing, like all the rehab stuff he did. That's what we did because we ain't had nothing to look at. Like, ain't nobody else tear their Achilles for real. So we had did the process and I came back quick too, faster than expected.
Man, first off, thanks for sharing that, bro. I like felt you reliving that, bro.
Oh, but
And
for sure,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? That's real shit, man. And like I can't fathom it. I know these can, but it's like to have your whole dream, you have a plan, and you feel it like being like altered. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you ain't give up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for whatever reason, and then for your brother passing on the same day, and you felt like something feel like eerie in this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that make the strongest men build the most character, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you grow up and you think the NBA is everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything you doing, you trying to get to this NBA, which is great. I'm not, trying to tear nobody dreams down or, make it seem like it ain't nothing, but it's like life is bigger than that.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. To piggyback what you said, it was like once I tore my Achilles, it let me see like game keep going, bro. The game gonna keep going with you or without you.
Yeah.
Like that's what it taught me. I'm like, damn. Like I'm down, next man up. That's just how I go. So it was like I just learned that quick. Like, dang, man, you really gotta cherish this for real, because it could be over quick. And I seen it like, dang.
That rehab process too, because you say you bounce back quick. There's been a lot of high school players that done got hurt, you know what I mean? And we all know how it is when you get hurt, bro. Like, as an athlete, when the game taken away from you, you kind of, you know what I mean? It's tough to deal with at first, you know what I'm saying? But that bounce back, the consistency of staying disciplined, you know what I'm saying, and staying hungry to get back healthy. Talk about that process.
When I was coming back off my Achilles, it was like 2-3 days every day. Like, it was a whole process. Like, that Achilles, you got to start from ground zero, like as if you a baby, like you a toddler. You got to learn how to walk again, then from walking, jogging. But you do everything in the pool first. You get what I'm saying? So everything in the pool, a lot of hip stuff, a lot of calf raises, but everything in the pool. So walking, jogging, then running. Then from there, I end up going to the gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? Like the beams and all that and trampolines, you start running on there trying to get your, you know what I'm saying, trying to get right, flexibility and all that, right? Then from there, that's when you get to the court, then start doing the court, then you get back slowly, you know what I'm saying? Then that's so, but the process is, it ain't no easy process because if you don't do your therapy, you ain't going to get right. You ain't going to get right because when I came out my calves, my whole calf was gone. I ain't even had no calf muscle. No calf muscle, no quads, no everything gone. So you got to build everything back up. You got to make sure your glutes and hips, everything, like it's a crazy.
And that shit for the rest of your life.
And it's for the rest of your life. That's
My
facts right there.
My glutes ain't firing right now.
That's a hard process, bro. That's a hard process.
I mean, did you feel like at that point that you reached the level you was before the injury, after the injury? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I'm good now, but it took some years.
That's what I was saying. Like, was it like your senior year where you felt it was the same, or like
no?
a couple more?
Took I tore my junior year, but it took me like 4 years for me to
right.
Because you gotta think about it, bro. Your Achilles. This your motion. All right, this my right Achilles. That's good. This the left that I tore, right? So my motion was like this. Imagine your motion being like this, and your in your ankle. So you can't jump, move, none of that. So you got to try to get your flexibility and all that back.
To the other leg.
To the other leg, but it ain't going to get back all the way. You know what I'm saying? Now my jump probably like this. It still ain't all the way back.
Gotcha.
You just got to keep working on it every day. Like you said, it's an everyday. It's kind of like an everyday thing. Like
the rest of your life, like you said.
Yeah, I had took probably about, I don't know, a few months from just doing like the routines I was doing. That junk had messed me off.
Is it still 10 M's, man?
10 M's.
10 M's. Something.
I
Shit.
was 11 now. That story.
For real.
That's like, I mean, because, you know, you look at stuff hindsight 2020, right? You know what I'm saying? You be like, man, what if? But it's like, you know, God don't make no mistakes. So it happened how it's supposed to. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a beautiful story, you know what I mean? But I want to hear more from your side of the fence where it's like, what you was going through.
What you learned from that.
like,
what characteristics did it give you and all kinds of shit.
And the first thing was, my phone started ringing. When I tore my Achilles, my phone started ringing.
Sheesh.
So that let me know off top, just, you know what I'm saying, like what it is, like what people be on.
That's why I asked who was there to help, you know what I'm saying?
Who there, who not there for you, who is there on the journey to try to see what you gonna do and who really there for you.
They was riding because you like
riding,
2 weeks from, you know,
because you gotta think
shit.
about it. When you wherever you know what I'm saying, you getting them phone calls like, what's good, bro? I ain't want none. Just calling to check on you, seeing if you good.
Got you.
What's the deal? Okay, Luke. Oh, I ain't want none, bro. You good? You need something?
Tapping in. What
it's
up,
tapping
gang?
in. Like, but then you get hurt. All them phone calls stop. Them agents stop. Everybody stop. You know what I'm saying? So when I got hurt, my phone stopped ringing. So it's just something that I always kept in the back of my head. Like,
business.
Like shit, it's business at the same. It's a business and it's cutthroat, and you just see.
Life is cutthroat. Yeah.
You just see. So I think that's the biggest thing. It just taught me, you know what I'm saying, life lessons early for real. Because even the process coming back, it was people that I needed for real, that they weren't there for me the way I needed them to be there for me, especially me coming back from Achilles injury. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, shit, the same love Kyrie was getting when he came from his toe turf, I should have got that same love. Media showing the rehab process, showing what I was going through. I should have got all that.
Especially what you put in the first 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. I should have got that whole, I don't know what happened to that. Because at first they was doing it. They was filming at first. Like,
it just kind of faded away.
It kind of just faded away my senior year, even though it was a lot going on my senior year. With the team.
But the thing is too, with all that, it's like we kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 18 through 22 or whatever. It's like, yo, you don't know all this, knowing how to maneuver all this. So it's like you can't expect us to be perfect in this either. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? To be in that. Especially going from where we from to high major basketball.
My senior year was still like, I ain't start off like, I ain't start off like crazy how I needed to, because I should have redshirted or something, because I tore my Achilles March 21st, and I played every game preseason. The green and white games, the Midnight Madness, I ain't missed nothing.
That's crazy.
So that's like 5-6 months. I really came back too early. I was like 215 when I came back.
Damn.
Yeah, I was 215.
Damn.
215 when I came back. So we had played. It kind of hurt me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me to play in the beginning of the season.
You missed time, but I guess you didn't.
Oh, because we had played some top teams. We went to Maui tournament, played.
That's what I'm thinking about, the Maui tournament for whatever reason.
Yeah, we had Maui tournament. Then we went and played.
Also, we got to take it back to that time period. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 2006, 7 around that time. Or no, it's later than that. It's like 9,
10, 11, right?
It's 11.
It's like 11. But that's still before the maintenance and
low
management. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how our mindset was. Like, if you ain't injured, you you playing. If you feel like you can walk, nigga, you playing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you not, you just caught up in
back to get to the
getting back
get
to
drafted.
get. Yeah.
I mean, I would think that was to be the mindset. Like, come back, show I'm still me. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like prove it. But
yeah, because in the Big Ten, Big Ten, I went crazy. I averaged 20 in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
So it was like once I got my mojo back, it was like Big Ten time. Like Big Ten conference just started.
Mm-hmm.
So I was killing in the Big Ten. And I don't know, I feel like I kind of ran out of gas for real because tearing out Achilles, that whole process, I missed the summer. So it was like I missed the whole summer. So my get back was, you know what I'm saying, once season started,
it was on. And then it was kind of like
I had to, class was over. I'm like, they was mad at me, but I'm like, it's either I go to class and I red shirt, or instead of going to class, I got to be in the gym working out to get back because I just missed the whole summer.
Yeah.
Open gyms, workouts.
Right.
I missed everything. So
on rehab.
Yeah, I can imagine because before my senior year, I had a scope on my knee. It was like 2 weeks before the season started. And I played every game that year. But as soon as that year was over, like I took probably like 4 days off.
Yeah.
Then after that senior year, you trying to go to Portsmouth, all that.
Yeah.
I get back in the gym for Portsmouth, dog. I try to move. I couldn't even move, dog. Like, I'm like, damn, what the, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like,
just that time off, let it kind of like swell up or something.
Something.
Inflame or whatever.
And I had a good senior year, and they was like, I went from not even about to be drafted to them talking about me getting drafted, and I get back in the gym, I'm like, it might be over for me. Like, I can't even move. Like, but it wasn't having the right people in your corner, giving you the right knowledge to even be like, yo, I might come back mid-season, or, you know what I'm saying? It's still possible. Sometimes you just need that phone call or that coach to let you know, like, yo, you going to be all right, man. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, too, you be young, so it's like you don't want to hear that. When you young, it's like I had a couple phone calls. Guys was calling me like, hey, bro, you sure you don't want a red shirt?
Yeah.
And that was making me mad. Like, hell no, I ain't red shirt.
Hell out of here.
Red shirt.
Exactly.
I got to get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So after senior season, like what was your vibe? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like going into it, was you feeling still like hopeful, like going into the draft process and all that? Like, what was that whole situation like?
Yeah, that's going. So yeah, when season was over with, I ended up going to. I think I went to Vegas. Impact, worked out, did all that. Had like, I don't know, maybe 11, 12 workouts for NBA teams.
Yeah, like traveling back and forth doing all the workouts against other players and all. Yeah,
I was killing. It was more of like I know I was doing my thing, but at the same time I ain't had like the best representation for real. And it was more I ain't know. Just how we went back to where you ain't got no big homies for real.
Or Instagram
ain't
to
got
see
no
who the
big
best
bro
agent
telling
might
me
be.
or big bro that done been through it that can tell me like, hey, you need to go with this agency. You need to go with that. So, like I said, once my phone stopped ringing, senior year, you know, played pretty well. So once, you know what I'm saying, the one agency came, I end up just going with it. You know what I'm saying? And not even knowing that it really was the main guy was European. And then he had, you know, like an American guy who was doing like the whole stuff with the NBA or whatever, but it was like my agent was a European for real.
See what you're saying? So it's like you ain't had a right, you know.
Yeah, I ain't really that. Yeah, for me looking back, I should have went with somebody big for real. I
Had them connections or whatever.
because you need that, especially when you coming out. I feel like you need that. Sometimes you do.
Like, however it went, you know what I'm saying? Like your mindset, because you done had like an amazing pro career. You know what I'm saying? From how you dominated in the G League, and then getting your call up, then going overseas, playing all around the world. I think you was just saying you was playing. Where was you just at?
I was in Central America and South America.
Yeah, and just seeing
Asia.
And just seeing the world. You know what I'm saying? I think I talked about it on this podcast before.
Turkey, Greece, all that.
Yeah.
Israel.
I think I talked about it on this podcast before. It was like, you know, being from where we from, it's like it's NBA or bust. Like that's how my mindset was. You know what I'm saying? Like NBA or bust. And like finally living somewhere else and playing, like I think Israel was like the first time I spent a year somewhere else. And kind of just being away from home and just breaking the mindset of just how you live in America and finding a different culture that you can respect, love, and have fun, you know, learning new things. It was like almost like when I was finally forced to make that decision and then I got the call from like the NBA, it was like, I don't know if I want to go to the NBA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like this over here. Like, so like your mindset now being like 10 plus years playing overseas and, you know, of course you went through all that stuff in the beginning. 15, my bad. I'm 15. 15. You know what I'm saying?
That's 24.
Yeah.
Like right.
Yeah.
14,
Damn
13.
near,
Yeah, so like your mindset now as far as like however it could have went as far as the NBA, and that's what everybody believes that's the success story is NBA, but I'm sure you got like a different mindset and a different outlook on everything from where you sit now.
At first, that's how it was because me coming out of school, it was the lockout year too. So that shit was bad too. Like, damn, it's the lockout year. Right. So I ain't get drafted. So we ain't really know what was going on, what if it was going to be a season or not. So I was able to go overseas my first year. And my first 2 years, I was overseas first. So it was good for me because I was able to make some good money. Then I came to the G League.
Gotcha.
But
so you could deal with it a little bit better.
Yeah. But at the same time, it was like you were saying, like you still chasing that like, damn, especially in my case, because it was like tore my Achilles next year, don't get drafted. The draft process, everybody asking me about my Achilles. Is it good? Is it this? Is it that?
Y'all
just see me killing. Like, y'all see ain't nothing wrong, but it's
it was still that stigma. Like, nobody really came back from it good.
Yeah, it was like narratives about that and some other stuff going on that was, you know, whatever. But people was, you know, it was certain things going on. So once that had happened, I don't know. I guess I kind of, when it came to the league, it was like I was still, I ain't gonna say I was chasing it. I just ain't like being in Europe. Like them first 2 years in Europe, I ain't like it.
What countries you was in your first 2 years?
First I was in Greece. I was playing with Olympiacos. I liked that.
Okay.
But then I had left like after like 5-6 months, and I went to Turkey. I went to Banvit.
Okay.
I don't know. You know Banvit? You heard of it?
I ain't heard of that one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's like you got Istanbul, and it's a city called Bandirma. So you got to take a ferry boat to even get to where I was at. So you got to take like a 2-hour ferry boat to like the little village I'm staying in, just to, you know what I'm saying? So it was, ain't nobody speak English. I was rocking with it. It was like I'm in the crib 22 hours a day, just going to practice, come back. But they paying good, but I'm like, man, this ain't it.
Cause you on the ferry on the island, you ain't even with everybody else.
Not even with it. So so when people they want to come see you, visit you, they gotta land into Istanbul,
right?
Then try to catch that ferry boat that's at like 7 a.m. or like 4:30. Y'all the two ferry boats.
No, but
dog, they don't understand
the
transition from going from playing for Olympiacos and what's that like.
Yeah,
and then having to go to Turkey.
City almost, you know what I'm saying?
Like being sent to Iowa or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so just the whole year process, I really wasn't feeling it. It was like, I don't know, I just had a bad vibe with it. So I'm like, man, I gotta do the G League. I just want to be home. Like, if the league come, it come. But my mindset was, I just want to be home. Agent mad as hell. I had a whole bunch of offers the following year because I played well still. I still was playing well. We was in Euro Cup. I had a few Euro League teams calling. But it was like, man, I got to get to the G League. I ain't even care about the money. I ain't care about none of that. I'm just like, just get me back to America where, you know what I'm saying, where basketball is basketball. Because back then, basketball wasn't basketball. It was like
certain places you go.
Certain places you go. The coaches, they style different.
Totally,
It's like, I remember one time I had, first 2 plays of the game, the guard had went under, shot 2 trays, made it. Coach called timeout, cussing me out on some, if you want to play shooting guard, you can play shooting guard. You're a point guard. Just made 2 threes back to back. First 2 plays of the game. It's just they mental is different.
Yeah, it's like
it's
slow.
just they mental
like,
different. Like, no, we just want you to play make. It's like, damn, I just made 2 threes. So
the coaches be wilding over there. Bro.
yeah, they be wilding. So I just ain't, at first, like in my 20s, it was more of, I just want rocking with the whole being overseas. You know what I'm saying? Just everything that come with it. But once I got to my 30s, I started like appreciating it for real. You know what I'm saying? I started appreciating it, dog.
You gotta land in the right spot too.
Yeah, you gotta land in the right spot too. But in my 30s, I started enjoying it. Like, you know what?
You know the landscape too. You know where to go, where not to go.
Technology got a little better too. You
started learning. But at first, man, as soon as I get on that bird, I'm mad. Like, dog, mad as hell. I'm about to come over here and hoop.
Because when you first go, it's what, 2011, 12 type of vibe.
11,
So that's
12.
before like
That's when you had
that hit.
That's when you had
Like, what was on back then? Like
Skype. It was Skype.
Yes, Skype.
Okay, so you kind of went back, came back home, did the G League process, and
man, really,
with a few teams.
To be honest, I was going back and forth because, you know, G League done paid. So, you know, I still had to, I do 1 year G League, then be like, all right, I got to go get the money. Go back overseas, go back G League. Like, it was like that.
Yeah, okay.
And that be some bullshit too. That, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember I got criticized because I had played with the G League team, but at the end I had to go get that bag.
Yeah.
So they was like, we saved a spot for him. He ditched us at the end of the year, and you get that rep of, are you just going to get the money and like that? And I'm like, I gotta live. You know what I'm saying? Did that kind of follow you a little bit too with teams?
Yeah, I think so, especially when it came to Europe, because Europe, they was like, in Europe, they on some like, man, see, serious, you know, they want you to really be locked in over there.
Devoted.
Yeah, so it was like, man, see, serious. He keep going back and forth, doing his G League, NBA thing, and see, like what's going on? But
then you get smart and you ask for, can I get an NBA out and all that shit? They like, this don't want to be here.
Yeah, so once that started going on, it was more like, man, once I got my 30, it's like, you know, you can't be doing the G League too long. Like, I think my last stint of the G League, when I got my 2-way, I wasn't even supposed to be doing the G League, but I think my son was just born during that time when I didn't want to leave. So I just said, let me do the G League one more time. I ended up getting a 2-way. And it's crazy with that because I got the 2-way the last day of the 2-way contract. Because the day before, we had a game. It was like a back-to-back, and I think it was Orlando, Phoenix. It was like 2-3 teams, you know, they come watch. And my coach had told me, Ty Ellis, he like, yo, the Magic and such, they said they coming back tomorrow to watch you. They wanna sign you to a 10-day. But then right after that game, that morning, that's when the Pistons had called for the 2-way. So I'm like, I gotta take it.
That Pistons jersey, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know the process like y'all might. You know what I'm saying? As far as like that 10-day process, like what's your thoughts on that? And like, what was your experience like?
I ain't really never get a 10-day. Like I had, I think my jump was before the 10 days started. So when I was with Memphis, I had, when I was with the Grizzlies, whenever I had went up like 2-3 times, but I think it was like in the beginning of the season, like before,
and now it's like a max to how many times you can go up and all
before
that.
the 10 days had started. Then the other one was just with the Pistons, and I was just the two-way. And they was talking good too, dog. When they had called me, they was talking good. Like, hey, we need you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this what I've been waiting on.
Yeah.
They called me like, we need you. We got Reggie, Ish Smith, he hurt. Who else they had? I think Jose Calderon. They like, he old.
Yeah.
He can't really keep up.
Yeah.
They like, we need you. Man, once I got there, it was, nah. Hey, Ish Smith see me. Yeah, he won. Hey, he was good.
He was back. He was like,
back.
you know what?
He was back.
You know what?
That boy was back.
Shook them up. Jumped them up.
I seen him do something. He was limping and everything, still hurt.
Yeah.
He like, nah, okay, you ain't playing. I feel it. You ain't playing at all.
Yeah. That's kind of like you said, you got in your 30s.
Because it's like, it's also, too, it's like, they know you, K. Luke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like
I'm here.
They don't know,
Yeah.
but we know it's K.
Yeah.
Luke, so.
And it was crazy too, because when I first walked in the locker room, Reggie had told me, he like, dang, bro, you probably don't remember. I was watching you when you was in college. Y'all had played before us or something in a tournament. It was something like that. And once he had said that, in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, all these boys finna be good. These boys ain't even gonna be hurt no more.
Hell.
They ain't even gonna be hurt no more. Next thing I know,
Yeah, cured.
Hey,
yeah, bro,
that's funny
when I
as
tell
hell.
you, they came in, the coaches and everything. They was like, Luke, they showing me the plays.
Yeah.
They doing scout with me. They like, no, we need you, man. After one game I
Saying
played,
that, like, what? Oh,
they
hell
like,
no.
nah.
Hey, man.
Everybody was back for it.
Hey, that shit funny because I got a similar story, dog. Like I was with the Knicks and I started hooping. You know what I'm saying? I'm hooping
Yeah.
and they had just I ain't gonna say his name, but they had just drafted a younger guard that knew me. You know what I'm saying? And I said, like I'm killing. It's in the middle of practice and he yelled out right like during the games like, hey Joe, wasn't you supposed to go out of high school? I'm like and blew my cover.
What's my luck?
The next day, I was on the third team with the pennies hanging. You know the hang. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get back in practice. I couldn't even practice no more.
Oh, matter of fact, you know what he had said to me? That's what he said. Reggie was like, bro, y'all was wearing the long shorts with the Nike socks, with the Nike Techs or something. I'm like, dang, he was watching for real. He was watching. He said the elite socks with the long shorts.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, he was watching for real.
man, like he about to come and disturb the peace, man.
Shout out Reggie.
Damn, man. That's just how that shit go, man.
You gotta love it though, man.
Yeah, because
man.
like what you said was in your 30s, you kind of got hip. Like, you know what? This the vibe. You know what I mean? This is what it is.
You start traveling more. You basically you understand the game more for real. You realize where to go, where not to go. You start seeing who doing this, who doing that, where you can go, where you can chill at.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
overseas is crazy. I mean, like, what was your favorite stop along the way?
I was about to say that.
I was about to ask the same thing.
Favorite country, favorite
yeah.
whatever.
My favorite
We got
country.
Israel. We got.
Now, like I told y'all in my 20s, bro, I wasn't feeling none of that.
So you
weren't
even
going
testing-
outside.
You wasn't even going to the clubs.
He said
nothing?
22
I
hours
was outside.
lockdown.
Yeah.
I was still outside.
But that's what we talking about though. Like your favorite.
outside. I had to say Israel and Greece. My first
Greece.
year being in Athens. Yeah, Athens felt like.
Yeah, he was in Athens.
Yeah, I was in Athens. Athens was turned up. I felt like I was still in college for real. My first year.
That's what
my rookie year.
that's what me up. Like I started seeing these doper places outside of the United States. I'm
That
like,
you never heard of.
yeah, I'm like, I ain't gotta go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, talk about playing for Olympiacos, man, because I don't think people don't understand. It's like one of the top clubs in Europe. You know what I'm saying? They got a long history of basketball, a rich history of basketball, I should say.
No, they do. They got a real rich history. I ain't like it though.
Word, what you ain't like?
I ain't like it because they was playing with me for real. Being just outside of basketball, it was a world. I ain't gonna lie, but when it came to on court, it was just like they was playing with me. It was like before I had got there, just at the crib, they was calling me before I had signed, like, yo, we want you to play 30-some minutes a game. We don't care if you turn the ball over 4-5 times, just get back on defense. Like, they just sold me a dream for real. So I had got there preseason, everything going good. But then I ain't realized that they had a guy named Spinolis. I don't know if y'all heard of him.
I remember, dog.
Yeah, he a local. He like a point. He like they point guard over here. You know what I'm saying? So they had Spinolis. I ain't know that. He was coming off an injury or something. So once he got back, the season had just started and they just stopped playing me. But every practice or before, like shoot-arounds, they'd come to me and be like, Lucas, we need you to play 30 minutes today. Game come, I don't play. Lucas, we need you gonna start today. They telling me this at shoot-around. Game come,
They
I
just want
don't
you locked
play
and
till
loaded.
third quarter. Like they was just playing mind games with me. And it just had me on some like, man, I gotta get up out of here. Like, y'all playing with me.
Damn.
Then like they'll do something like, yo, Spinolis need help scoring. Like he need help. I had 20-something. He had like 16, 17. Everybody mad. You know how that go with the locals.
Yeah, all right, the locals.
Then next time, hey, Spinola, you know what? We don't need you scoring no more. We just want you to facilitate. They were just playing mind games with me, bro, for real. And the money was late, too. I'm like, how y'all supposed to be? You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
something
top.
we hear from
Y'all top of
everybody.
the top.
Money be late.
Yeah, y'all
sound
top of
like
the top, and y'all late with the bread. Let me get out of here.
Yeah. So what was like your mindset like in the G League as far as because you had a lot of years of just straight dominating the G League. So what was like your mindset in the G League and what was you trying to accomplish out of that?
I think my mindset was to just keep my foot on the gas for real. Like, don't let up at all, cause I knew, like, I don't know, I just felt like it ain't too many people that could do what I could do for real on that basketball court. So my mind was just to stay locked in. But then too, Chicago had me hot. Like I think that be having something to do with me too. Like I don't know, I got something about me. When if I don't like something, I don't know, it kind of like put like a fire, like something fiery in me. So I don't know, my mindset was just to ball out. Like my rookie season. I was supposed to go to OKC. Like OKC was supposed to lock in with me. I ended up getting hurt. I broke my thumb right before they was about to call me up. I had got on a conference call and everything with them. But to get back what you were saying though, it was just my mindset was just kill mode. That was it. I knew scouts and stuff was gonna be there. Like every time you play, it's at least about 4-5 teams or well, they say that. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 teams or some scouts or something coming to watch. So
You never got like, cause it do be that.
yeah.
But it'd be like, damn, I just got 30. They should call me up after this game.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, a lot of times. And two, you just start seeing like sometimes that shit don't matter, like how much you scoring. It's just like I don't know if they got their picks already.
Yeah.
I don't know what it be, but yeah, G League, I didn't always went crazy in the G League.
And to take it back to something you mentioned right before this is as far as the Pistons saying we need you, then because I know the experience I had is, especially back then, is once you get to the team, the coaches and the assistant coaches ain't necessarily see you in the G League. So they relearning you and getting to know you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's how it was with the Pistons. Dwayne had said he ain't see me play. He ain't know. So it was more just what everybody else was telling them.
Yeah.
And then once I had got there, then the next day they had, I think we had like 2 days later, we had like a G League game or something. So they made me go to Grand Rapids. And I ain't had touched the ball in probably about 3-4 weeks. They had me play, but I had did my thing. I ended up having like 28, 29 or something. But then they like, oh yeah, you ain't finna be here. Then the Next day, they brought me right back with the Pistons for a minute. They just ain't give me that shot for real. And we had a squad. I mean, not a squad, but the other two-way was Isaiah Whitehead. Mm-hmm. They could have had me and him in the backcourt for real. Mm-hmm. We would have did our thing for real.
Man, what I want to talk about is like coming in. You said you got 10 more years left.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I know you still actively playing.
Yeah.
10 more years. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
He said it for real. He wasn't joking.
I mean, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, you can make it happen for sure.
So like, I mean, like, what's your outlook as far as like how you want to finish it up and how?
Damn, 10K, look.
That's another career.
Hey.
I mean, you ain't that old. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's possible. Like, so like, what's your outlook? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you had to like play it out picture perfect.
Man, I don't know, bro. I can't even tell you for real. Yeah. I don't know. It just gotta make sense at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to play 10 if I could, if my body could hold up and I could play 10. I'd love to do that, but at the same time, I got other things going on, situations, family. So it's like me making them moves, them 10-month bids. I ain't doing that no more.
Gotcha.
Unless it's like. It gotta make sense.
Gotta be a good situation.
Yeah, good situation for me to be gone in August and come back in June and only have a month of summer. It's like them days is gone. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I heard about the 10-month bids. You know what I mean?
Them 10-month bids ain't no joke. Especially I did one during COVID. That was my last one. I said I ain't doing it no more. I can't do it no more.
Okay, well let me ask y'all this. Because we got to go back because your boys did a little.
I knew you was about to say about the Clippers.
Come on,
dog.
man. Come on. I'm sorry, man. It's just.
You want to talk about them first or the other?
Nah, I want to talk about Anthony Edwards, bro. Anthony Edwards, and like, what's y'all take on this? Like, what are we experiencing? What's happening right now to the league? Is it officially his?
I think he's saving the league, man.
Saving it.
I think he's saving it. He bringing back that competition. He bringing back the excitement to watch him compete and make people compete against him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He up 2-0 against Denver, and that's my favorite series.
You surprised?
Hell yeah. Was you expecting him to come in and do that to Denver?
Yeah, surprised.
I wasn't at all.
I thought it was going to be tough. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a good series, but they smacking him.
Denver showed me something. I ain't never seen them before. I ain't never seen them play like that.
I ain't never seen Denver that frustrated.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
they just
throwing heat and pads on the floor, bro. Coaches running on the court.
100,000 for that?
Yeah, that was wild, bro. But I give Minnesota credit, bro. I ain't seen no defense like that in a long time, bro. They was everywhere.
Yeah, they sitting down for sure.
Yeah, they was everywhere. So
they sitting down.
So they serious.
Yeah, I think they serious.
They a title contender at this point, right?
He ain't afraid of it. He's saying it. You know what I'm saying?
It can happen.
He walking it like he talking.
What about the OGs that done, you know what I'm saying, that ain't got it like they used to? Like, you know what I'm saying, the Suns, KD is what I'm hearing, and like, you know, the end of eras, LeBron, the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, Curry, the Warriors. What y'all feel about the OGs, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they got a little bit left. Is it over for them?
I ain't saying it's over, but it is sad to see just because we grew accustomed to watching them, but these youngins don't give a they trying to get them up out of there.
If you think about it, bro, this is what this older generation did to T-Mac, Kobe, Vince Carter, all of them cats. Yeah. Like, so now it's just a younger generation coming for it's their turn. You know what I mean? And it's tough to watch, bro. It's tough to watch, man.
I love it.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I love the new talent, bro.
I love to see the. I like change. So like but SGA, say give it to Alexander. He didn't win the MVP today. They gave it to Jokic. He got his third MVP.
Damn, I ain't know that.
How y'all feeling?
Third one.
Yeah,
it's official. And Jokic said Shea deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that make it worse, bro. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I thought Shea deserved it. I mean, just you going from the 10th seed all the way to the first seed. You know what I mean? I think he was second in the league in scoring or something like that. Second or third, right? Something like that, yeah. So I thought he did enough, you know what I'm saying, to solidify that. Jokic getting his third MVP,
Man, I seen the interview with Jokic. He ain't even really want that motherfucker.
He don't even care.
Yeah, he don't even care. I think that was a bad look on the league to just give it to somebody who ain't necessarily really want it. He was saying, like, yeah, I'm used to this. I don't even care. Like, he's saying that.
He averaged a triple-double, though.
He did, but he about to get swept, too.
I just ain't want him to get it again. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but you can't deny Jokic. Just like, damn, man. But
Man, I can.
He about to get swept. They're going to win one.
They might win one.
I think they're going to win one.
I don't know the way that's the
They
way them
looking
boys
good.
looking. I don't know.
I'm like, what? I mean,
It
it's
may be over.
Like, I think Jamal Murray is underrated. And the way they was making him look as far as just the energy them youngins had, just pressure him full
Bro,
court.
they was laughing, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all seen that?
Jamal Murray's like,
They was
foul.
laughing.
He said,
Talk
foul.
about Alexander.
They picking up full laughing at him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be a
Trapping.
long night.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long night. Get used to it.
Yeah.
That's what they was on.
I ain't see it, bro. I ain't see the T-Wolves doing this.
And two, if you think about it, ain't nobody else for Denver that can like really create. And
Yeah, that's
get
what
to
they
the
is.
paint and make something
Straight
happen.
up.
I ain't never realized that until
But
the
they
other
had
day.
it.
I'm
They
like,
had it last year with boy. I ain't think that could really do it. That played for the Pistons.
oh, Bruce
Bruce,
Brown.
yeah,
Bruce Brown.
He showed.
Yeah, that was your guy. That was your guy, though.
No, he had me fucking because when he was at the Pistons, I'm like, dog,
Yeah.
how's this motherfucker even in the league? Then he went to the Nets and he was playing like the 4-man. He was shooting floaters on the road. Then he went to Denver and he
He
was creating. And they felt like they could just swap him out because they didn't want to pay him. And now they don't have a guard that's coming in doing that.
They don't.
And they got rid of what's the name? Bones.
Yeah,
They got rid
Bones
of
out of
shit,
there.
they got rid of Jeff Green too.
Reggie's
That's
still there.
another-
Reggie's still, well,
Reggie's
No,
still
Reggie's
there.
Still there.
but,
But-
Yeah, got hurt though. I think
Yeah.
something, but yeah, it ain't nobody that can create. I'm looking at Aaron Gordon and all these other guys trying to put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, it
They
ain't looking good.
Still,
Reggie, my guy too, man, but he was overdoing it with that hop to the locker room.
Oh no,
That's my guy, Reg. You my guy. You know you my guy. But that shit was
Reg
some
was on-
wrestling shit.
Reg was on one knee out there, bro. Nigga Ant said, "Hey, what you doing over there?" Bro? I said, "Damn."
I feel like ain't nobody touching Ant, but you know, I feel like that's what the league want, and I feel like that's what I mean. He earning it, man.
Nah, man, that nigga.
I don't
hard.
necessarily
Shit.
think that's what the league want. You talking
Think
about
so?
Ant?
Yeah,
I think he kind
I think
of
they ushering that on in.
no. I think he kind of just
Take
they
it.
want him, but I think he taking it earlier than they thought.
I think
Like
they,
nobody predicted
because he's
this.
22, right?
Yeah,
I think they also probably offered it to him as well. Like with Ja going through what he was going through, they needed another young face to like, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't think they just giving Joker the MVP this year, and this man up 2-0.
That means something.
Yeah, like
No, I'm not saying that like wasn't nobody expecting this, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
what's going on right now. But I think that like when Ant realized that he had opportunity to be the face of the league, like, you know what I'm saying, he like, shit, I ain't about to let this shit, I ain't gonna let it pass me by, you
Put
know
the
what I'm
pedal
saying?
to the metal at that point.
We had talked about it too in a couple episodes back. We were saying when Cat got hurt, that's when we was gonna see the real Ant because it was just like now
Yeah, it's right
he's
for
the
the end of the
go-to
season.
guy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
It's his
yeah.
show. You know what I'm saying? And now it seems like everybody kind of comfortable with their roles and they cool with him leading the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they must see TV. I'm loving how they playing. The Thunder must see TV. I'm loving how they playing. The Mavs though, my favorite series that first round was Mavs Clippers. Y'all have any favorite series that first round? Anything that stood
I
out
mean
to y'all?
any series Ant Edwards in is probably my
Okay.
favorite series, but I think the second
that was good to watch. So him taking out KD.
Yeah,
Just, you know what I'm saying? Them going back and
Yeah.
forth with it. I love watching that.
One player I enjoyed watching in the first round was Ben Carroll, bro. He showed me a lot. I know it wasn't you know what I'm saying, the Magic in Cleveland wasn't. I mean, it was a good
I
series.
missed a lot. I missed a couple of them games on NBA TV just forgetting. You know what I'm saying?
He gets some help over there. They gonna be a problem, bro. But he man, for him
Tough.
to do what he did in his first playoff series, bro, he looked good. He looked good.
That game 7, they almost had him, bro. But it's
Yeah.
like
Mitchell kind of went crazy.
he did. So kind of getting out of here. I want to get a couple predictions on series. You know what I'm saying? While we got Kalin Lucas here. Can the Mavs fight back against these Thunder, man? I mean, you know, from what you see in Game 1, anything they could do to win the series?
No. You talking about Dallas versus
Dallas versus OKC.
No, I don't think so.
What you got? 6 games, 5.
What is it? 1-0 right now, right?
Yeah, 1-0 right now.
I gotta go on 6.
Okay.
I gotta go on 6. Okay.
And see, when the 6-game series, like, you know what I'm saying, I'll be impressed by that. You know what I'm saying? If it gets tough.
Yeah, I think it's just – I think the Mavs need like 1 or 2 more pieces that they can count on. And Kyrie and Luka got to do too much to just like – they got to really be clicking every game to win. And
I think Kyrie got to do more.
Huh?
I think Kyrie got to do more.
Absolutely.
And when I say do more, he got to have that same – I don't know. Whatever he do in the second half, he got to do some of that the first half.
It's like he's waiting on Luka, I feel like.
I think it's part of that is him trying to let Luka get going without stepping on
his toes and stuff.
Yeah, so it's
I don't like that, though. I want to see him be more like on it because Luka can do the same, too. He can pick it up later.
I mean, I like how he playing, though, because he just letting the game come to him. Like, he ain't really forcing the issue.
But you want him to force the issue.
He just letting the game come to him.
I'm going to keep it real, though. I think when Kyrie do too much, I'm not saying do too much, but insert himself more, and he's so good, I do think it kind of throws Luka off he not as confident as he should be. And he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, damn,
so
this
that's
nigga,
the conscious effort.
This nigga better than me. I think that's what's kind of going on. And Kyrie is more mature, and he is falling back.
Yeah, he for sure falling back.
Yeah.
Cause
I ain't like that Game 1 because I'm saying, like, God, Kyrie got to turn up. Like,
I mean,
like he passing up shots.
Yeah.
I think they got to fill him out, too. I think that's, like, one thing J Kidd good at is kind of like bouncing back after them Game 1s, trying to see how like teams playing them.
Sound like you with me, man. What's up? You got what you got? The Mavs winning?
It's a tough one, man. But because OKC, man, they remind me of like a college team. They enjoy like
Chet,
they
Williams and all them is playing great, bro.
I'm gonna go with the Mavs though. I'm rolling with the Mavs. I think they'll figure it out if Luka healthy. It looked like he had got hurt because he started off hot last night, bro, and then Dort ran into him, fucked up his leg.
So it's Thunder, Dallas.
It's a tough one for me. I got Mavs in 7.
I got Mavs too.
For real? For real? I'm surprised. I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, Mavs in 7.
Damn. I mean, because it's like
I think OKC is the better team, but I am rooting for that. I'm rooting for that Kyrie Luka thing because nobody believed it was possible and they made it this far. Yeah. And I want to see them prove people wrong, but I do think it's highly unlikely, but I'm still going for that.
Shea versus Ant is too good to pass up. So I'm like my
Ant versus Luka and Kyrie.
Shit,
that's gonna. I mean, but I feel like it'll be easier because I feel like the infrastructure of the Timberwolves is built for that big man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a wash at that point, and I think it'll be easier. But them young boys, I don't know. But you're right. We ain't talked about the East at all.
Let's get into it.
That East weak as hell.
Jalen Brunson real though.
No, he is.
We got a point guard up in here. I want to talk Jalen Brunson and like see your thoughts on his game.
Oh yeah,
and how real.
I would like that.
Like I need to know what you feel about his game.
About his game.
And what he doing in the playoffs.
He killing. He doing his thing. Like I had seen him when I was with the Pistons, and I think he was. I don't know, he could have been with Dallas or something. I don't know if Luka played, but when I was watching him, I'm like, I ain't see how he was in the league. You know what I'm saying? For real, this was like some years ago. So to see what he doing now, it's like it just lets you know too. It's like, man, you just need the opportunity. Somebody that's gonna let you rock out for real. Like at the end of the day, it's still basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna be able to. It's so spaced out. You gonna be able to get to your spots. But I think he real. He just patient, bro. Like
see, Lou,
dealing with somebody that's patient.
That's why I was amazed at how much credit you was giving Joker for the triple double. Yeah. Because if you get in the league a little bit, it'd be easy to get them assists and rebounds.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say easy, but it's easier than what you would think because of the space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I hear what you're saying, though. You're saying if you got that green light and the keys, and
you got the keys, but at the same time, you can still see that he worked on his game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
To do what he doing, he got to be in that gym.
Yeah.
He ain't, you know what I'm saying? You got to be in that gym working. You
Focus.
still to have 40, what do you have, 7, 8 times in a row or something like that, 6 times,
Hard to do.
average 40 last series. It's like you got to really be putting that work
in the gym for sure.
And two, once that confidence build up, it's over.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, once that confidence build, but I think just being a lefty, he already real crafty. The lefties are already hard and awkward anyway to me. They already be having a different kind of awkward game.
Got that post game, he in the paint with it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, it seemed like it'd be easy to guard him though. Like from when I just watch him, it's just like he don't seem too fast, quick.
But he get into a spot.
I feel like you gotta be disciplined to guard him.
You gotta be disciplined.
You gotta be disciplined.
Stay down for all them head
Yeah.
fakes and
All that. Yeah, just contest.
Yeah.
try to stay solid.
Got you.
He got great footwork in
But-
that paint, bro. Like,
Yeah, he got some.
yeah, he
We
got
all
some-
got the Knicks winning this series versus the Pacers. They just went up 2-zip.
Yeah.
Knicks.
Yeah, I got Knicks winning. Yeah.
About the other series where we got, Boston.
Man, Boston gonna win.
Boston easy.
Yeah, I think Boston gonna win.
Boston. Yeah.
So if we can just fast forward Boston Knicks, is that a good series for y'all? How y'all feeling about that one?
I still got Boston.
Yeah,
But I mean, Brunson is surprising me every level he go up.
Yeah.
I would want to see that against Drew Holiday and the rest of
Ain't
the
happening.
Boston defense.
Yeah.
But if
It
he
might
does
happen,
do
bro.
it,
It might happen, bro.
Think so?
if he does do it,
if he cooking Drew, I feel like Jalen can go over there and get a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, when you got that freedom, bro, to you know what I'm saying, to have that ball in your hand and shoot, like, shoot and facilitate, and you know what I mean. You got that freedom, bro.
Sky's the
Anything
limit.
possible, bro.
Got
For
you.
real, for real.
That freedom and
Yeah.
knowing how to get fouled, like
Mm-hmm.
knowing how to get to that
He
line.
crafty
like
as hell, bro.
He crafty and know how to get.
That's
know
why
how
I
to get
asked.
fouled.
It's like I'm watching like this different.
A lot of people don't know how to get fouled, man. Get to that line. You got to know how to get to that line. Get you some easy baskets.
All right, so it sounds like we all got Boston coming out the East. And out the West, we a little up in the air. But, I mean, we want to just call Ant right now. We're going to call it the Timberwolves versus the Celtics for the finals.
I'm going for that. Yeah.
That's what it's looking like.
T-Wolves, Celtics.
I look at it like I got
No, but he might. You got OKC or you got OKC. You think
got
OKC
OKC.
is beating Dallas?
Great question.
I mean, OKC is beating the Wolves.
The Wolves. From what I seen from the Wolves, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's
They
there.
they locking up. Bro.
Lock.
Yeah.
They locking
I
up and they
ain't
locked
seen
in.
nothing like that.
I never seen that type of. Yeah, I never seen
I
that.
ain't seen nothing like that.
Yeah, and they got three. And then they got a few bodies to throw at Jokic. They set up to win. They can
And
throw bodies
sleeping
at
on.
shit.
And help me out with the name.
We talking about
The Dreads. What's his
Nas
name?
Reed.
Nas Reed.
Oh, you got that. Nas Reed.
I forgot his
Oh,
name. I was about
okay.
to call him
Some crazy.
something crazy. But yeah, he got
I'm rocking with
game.
Nas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Go
Call
there,
it, man. Man, Timberwolves for the championship, bro. Can't believe I'm saying it. Who with me?
Wolves for the chip. That don't
We
even sound
went.
It
We
don't
went.
sound
Hey,
right.
listen. We should have
shit
just
don't
talked
even
about this
sound right.
round. We went all the way.
We
Yeah.
did it.
T-Wolves for the chip. That don't even sound right.
Feel me? But we here.
For
We
sure.
here. What we
Yeah,
on,
dog.
fellas?
Yeah, that's shit.
Dang, so
can see it
you
happen.
saying so they gonna be Boston, huh?
I mean, that's what I don't know. I'm asking y'all. Y'all the pros, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I think
I
they
want
got.
that to
I
happen.
think they got a great chance at beating Boston because I don't know if y'all remember when the T-Wolves played Boston earlier and when Ant set on Jason Tatum and was talking. So he really ain't really afraid of nobody. That's why he talking so crazy right
he got
now.
the streets behind him, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, Porzingis, that's a huge factor for Boston, bro. Like,
Cat, because we can't not act because Cat. I ain't the biggest Cat fan, but I gotta give Cat his props. And I know y'all
nah, bro,
always
like,
do.
hey, Cat ain't settling no more. He
Cat,
shoot good, but
he's
he also
playing great.
getting to the block, bro, scoring off the block.
There we go.
So it's gonna be tough for them, like any team to deal with Gobert, Cat, and Nas Reed.
You ain't stamping the Timberwolves for the championship just yet.
Man, no, I don't know, man.
You got Celtics if that
that
happen.
shit just don't sound right there.
It don't feel it. I feel that,
Timberwolves
bro.
for the championship don't sound right to me.
I know, bro. I just want to know, like, kind of like, our demographic is them high schoolers, the ballers that's, got futures, D1 futures. A lot has changed. It's, we got the NIL. People can get in the portal. They looking like, to the portal first before they look into the recruits. What advice you got for the youngins just kind of like watching this and, you know what I'm saying, other than just like staying focused? What would you give them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what game would you give them?
Man, I think it's I think when I look at it, it's kind of all over. I was talking to somebody earlier today as far as college basketball, everything changing right now, then, especially with them NIL deals. You don't really people portals.
Yeah, every year they transfer.
I don't really know what's going on. It's a lot going on, but man, I just feel like try to find you somewhere that you can call home and that you can, no matter what, no matter if things going good or bad, like it's your decision. Like don't try to make a decision based off what your people want or your brother or your coach want. Try to make that decision off of you, because at least you could tell yourself and look in the mirror and be like, you know what, no matter what's going on here, this is a decision that I made. So let me go ahead and thug my way through whatever's going on, because if you somewhere because of somebody else, once something happen, you going to be like, man, it's time to go. Let me go in the portal. But I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of all over right now. It's like
ain't nothing you could do, bro.
I don't know.
Stay in the gym.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Work on the craft.
Stay in the gym. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of guys leaving if things just don't go right for them, or they not, or a coach or the coaches, you know what I'm saying, they not seeing eye to eye.
Right.
Dudes is
all out the rotation. Dudes out of here.
They out of here. Yeah.
Or you know what? Over here, they paying more money over here than over here.
Yeah.
They said that's what it's gravitates. Like that's what it's going towards, bro. Kind of like overseas, where it's just like, let me sign this 1-year contract with the school.
That's kind of what it's going to. Like I heard, like I forgot what team it was, but they were saying these college coaches and assistant coaches during the game, when the game over with, they shaking hands. They like, hey, you don't like what's going on? We got a spot over here for you.
Hey, you right there.
So it's like, hey, you. It's like it's really getting crazy out here. Like,
hey,
they ain't taking care of you. Like, my people, they got this going on, NIL deals. We get you right over here if you come over here. So it's all up in the air.
Yeah, they got to figure that out a little bit.
They got to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, straight up, man. Whistle. That's a great way to close. Man, I appreciate you sliding through, kicking it with us, man. And you know what I'm saying, giving us your insight on the game, man.
This is big for the city. It's big for the youngins. You know what I'm saying? It's big for other Detroit, people that's our age too, to come in here and share more knowledge, because I think you one of the leaders, you one of the legends, you know what I'm saying, and get that story out to influence, to help the next generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we appreciate you sharing the stories, man. You know what I'm saying? I know going back in time, like sharing some of them events would be tough at times, man. But you just sharing that with us, bro. Like, we appreciate that exclusive. We appreciate you keeping it 100, man, and keep shining for us, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
For sure. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, sir, Ski, man. Man, well, for real, man, thanks for coming, bro. You can pull back up anytime now. Whenever you slide once, you can pull back up, you know what I'm saying, talk hoops with us. It ain't got to be no deep interview. We can just talk about the kids that's playing here, man. So we appreciate you, dog, and we signing out, man. Athlazon, baby.
For sure, man.
You sure you wanna wear the crime? Sure you wanna wear the crime? No blood, no fire. Hey, count the baby in the fire. Hey, blood is thicker than water. Well, I'm a splash brother, my jumper is aqua. They pass me the rock at the end of the quarter, cause I am a bucket, step back from the corner.